Today, most of them have never dreamt in their life that they will ever get to the peak of their career. That is very, very important. Not just the infrastructure every day. So if you permit me, I don't know those beneficiaries, the permanent secretaries, I don't know where they are here. Come out, so that you come out, come out. You are the beneficiary, come out. You are supposed to be the agent of Renew, but come out and come out. Both women, both men, everyone. First you and take a bow before Mr. President, the lucky ones. Your Excellency, these are the first set of permanent secretaries that you made. Head of service, are you not the permanent secretary? And that is their head of service. Your Excellency, these are the technical team now that we have. So I want to sincerely thank you. Now, most of them have been.
Now, this is so cringy to watch. Like, I don't really understand. I don't even know what to say. First of all, Bola Tinubu is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that office deserves every maximum respect from the citizen. But respect is in, it's not chaos. You don't force people to respect people. You don't do that. You don't become authoritative to earn respect from people. What we just watched there is nothing but forcing people to do something out of their own volition. People ought to respect you. They ought to be loyal to you out of their own volition. If they want to bow to you, they must do that out of their own volition. You don't force them. Now let us go to what Wike said. He said they did not dream. They've not dreamt in their entire life to be where they are today. These people are permanent secretaries. So what Wike is saying that out of their whole ambition, they've never dreamt of becoming permanent secretary today, but Bola Tinubu has made it possible for them to become permanent secretary. Firstly, Wike is ridiculing those people. He's demeaning them. He's reducing them to nothing in the face of the president. Now, these are citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria being ridiculed in such a manner. And after ridiculing them, he now ordered them to go and bow in front of the president, Bola Tinubu. If they should bow before Bola Tinubu in sign of respect, in sign of obeisance, it should be out of their own volition, not to be ordered by someone who think without Bola Tinubu they will not become a permanent secretary in Abuja. What you just saw there is what is happening in our political space, where people who hold public office see those underneath them as nothing. They see those underneath them as people that should be used and trashed. They see those underneath them as people that should be ridiculed, people that should be used as pawns. And this can only happen to people who don't have self-worth, and that is what you see in our political space. Majority of appointees who occupy public offices are not there because they merit it. No, they are not there because of their qualification. They are not there because of their expertise. They are not there because they can do the job. Most of them are occupying that office because they scheme their way to it. They bribe their way to it. Most of them are there because of favor. Most of them are there because they know someone that knows someone that knows someone. Most of them are there because their political godfather want them to be there. That is the reason why they can take all level of insult. They can take all level of public humiliation just to keep enjoying that public offices they are enjoying. And that is a problem we have in our country. Things are not going well in our country. We all know that Nigeria today is not where every one of us want it to be. Nigeria today is not where we want our kids, the future generation coming after us, to experience. This is not what anybody wants for anybody. But you see, the reason why people are not speaking up is because they are benefiting from this system. The people who are largely benefiting from this corrupt system, this system that we currently have in Nigeria, is because they are benefiting from that system, and they will take all manner of insult, all manner of humiliation, just because they want to keep enjoying what they are enjoying. And what exactly are they enjoying? Crumbs. They are enjoying crumbs. This is what we call stomach infrastructure. All they live and survive is their stomach. As long as their belly is full, they don't care what is happening to other people in the country. What you're seeing is what we have in the authoritarian system of government, What you're seeing is what we saw during the military regime, during the dictatorship regime. That is what you are experiencing in a democratic setting, where the permanent secretaries are asked to go and bow before the president, not even asked, ordered. Look at the way he spoke to them. Look at the tone he spoke to them. Oh yeah, go and bow before your principal. That is your principal. Even though most of them may not like Tinubu. How many of them voted for Tinubu? Tinubu did not even get 25% in Abuja. He didn't get 25% in Abuja. But they are being ordered to go and pay obeisance to the president. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you should do that out of your own way. You should do that out of your own volition, not being forced by your principal because you want to retain your office. And this is all shade of wrong. Things like this is not meant to be seen in a democratic setting. Have you imagined what would have happened if they have disobeyed? None of them have the balls to disobey it. None of them. Just imagine what is happening to Aisha Yusufu. The national anthem that has been passed into law was being sung in a public function. She refused to stand up to sing the national anthem, and people came for her head. They want to kill her. They said all manner of things about her, even asking the DSS to go after her. Why? Most people don't have the balls to stand up against their oppressors. That is the problem we are facing in this country, and that is the reason why their oppressors do what they do and they go scot-free, because they know you don't have the balls to stand up to them. They feed you, they buy your conscience, they buy your mouth. So if they've bought your mouth, you don't have any right to disobey them. You don't have any right to go against their orders. Imagine if those permanent secretaries have said, no, we will not humiliate ourselves in public to bow before the president. I am sure that very day they will lose their seat. But because they don't want to lose their seat, they have to go and bow before the president. And this is what is going to happen in the election. Most of them may not have the will to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Most of them do not want to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he has not affected the life of people in Nigeria. But because they want to keep being in that seat, they want to remain as permanent secretary, they will go and vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they will even force others to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The reason is largely because of these few close to the government, these few privileged people that are close to the government and are benefiting from them. Now, these are the people that were supposed to be telling the government the truth, telling the government that many people out there are not benefiting from what we are benefiting. Now, let me give you another instance. The National Assembly. Go and see how much these people take home. They take up millions of naira every day. How many people do we have in the National Assembly? Just close to 40 persons. But millions of Nigerians out there are earning 30,000 minimum wage. And these millions of Nigerians voted for the National Assembly member to go and speak for them, to enact law that will benefit their life. The members in the National Assembly were supposed to speak for the minimum wage, but they did not speak. Why? They are not facing the same issue Nigerians are facing. They are not facing the same purchasing power Nigerians are facing. They are not facing the inflation Nigerians are facing out there. That is why they could not enact law that will improve their minimum wage. They couldn't do it. That is the problem we are facing in this country, because the few in the corridors of power do not care about the millions out there that are facing the harsh economic realities of the government. So they can do anything to remain there, even if it means being loyal to the president rather than being loyal to the country and the people that gave them power. So until Nigerians realize that they have the power to change their fortune, and what is that fortune? Changing the people in the helms of affairs and putting only those that care about them, care about their needs, and will speak for the betterment of everyone, not for the betterment of the president. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.
To all of you, shame on to all of you. We withdraw our support from you, and we tell you that you are not representing us. Look, it has gotten to that stage when you are chasing a snake will run away, but when you box into a corner, it will face you. Nigerians, we are ready for you. All of you that you say you are representing us, your total emolument in a year, just 460 members of the assembly, only 360. Your total emolument is even more than the salary that put together that the old workers in the country that are earning. So let us state it, that since you are not representing us, since you have already leave us to our fate, since you have jeopardized the issue of the workers, we are withdrawing our services en masse. And we say that from 12 midnight today in Lagos State and across the whole country, Nigeria remain in total shutdown.